This video will revisit managing stakeholder relationships. Stakeholders can make or break projects. In order to ensure project success, effective stakeholder management is required. Identifying key stakeholders, dealing with difficult ones and creating a management plan can be overwhelming if you don't know where to start. Building positive relationships with stakeholders and proactively meeting their expectations can make the life of a project manager much easier. Firstly, what is a stakeholder? A stakeholder is an individual, group or organization that is impacted by the outcome of a project. They have an interest in the success of the project and can be within or outside the organization that is sponsoring the project. Stakeholders can have a positive or negative influence on the project. There are a lot of people involved in getting a project from inception to a successful completion. Knowing how to manage each and every one of them, even those who don't work directly under you, is very important. Who can be a stakeholder? Some examples are as follows: project leader, senior management, project team members, project customer, resource managers, line managers, project user group, product testers, group impacted by the project as it progresses, group impacted by the project after its completion, subcontractors to the project, consultants to the project. A stakeholder is a person, like any other member of the project, and some will be easier to manage than others, each with their own personality which needs to be managed to ensure productive dialogue with them to know the project goals which have to be met. Stakeholders should be treated as any other task on a to-do list by prioritizing them. Over the course of a project, one stakeholder might be more valuable in terms of the project objectives than another, whereas some stakeholders might demand more attention than others. When stakeholder management is discussed, it refers to creating a positive relationship with stakeholders by meeting their expectations and whatever objectives they agreed to in the project. This relationship isn't just granted, however. It must be earned. Trust can be earned by building a positive relationship with stakeholders through proactive communication and by listening to their needs. One way to do this is by interviewing the project stakeholders, not all of them, but certainly the most important ones, as speaking to experts to get the background needed for particular fields or groups, so when you do have one-on-one conversations with the stakeholders, you're well informed and ready to get the most out of the time together. Be mindful that stakeholders aren't infallible, their impact can be negative as well as positive. Stakeholders might have inaccurate or out-of-date information. That's where your stakeholder management part comes into play. Vet any data provided by a stakeholder to ensure accuracy, so that you don't make key project decisions based on the agendas of others. There is a process for this, like there is a process for everything in project management. One is to document stakeholder communications. Do this formally within the project plan by noting their names, roles in the organization, and who they represent. Document every conversation you have with these key project partners, both to record their interests and requests, but also to be able to review their information later for accuracy. If you're conducting interviews, ask the stakeholders if you can record those conversations, as any record of interaction is important to document. Next, you want to keep to a process of communications with stakeholders and make sure that process is transparent so everyone knows what to expect. This includes project requests or feedback, and how to document and respond to those requests needs to be subject to a formal process of review and approval. This lets the stakeholders know that requests are subject to review and that you have a process that is being adhered to for those formal requests. This protects both parties from scope changes and miscommunications that can impact the project. Providing regular and timely project status reports that are appropriate for the stakeholders is crucial. Going into details with team members, while executives are going to want more of an overview. So, tailor the reports to the audience. Don't forget to follow up with stakeholders as well, asking questions to see if they have any feedback. This way they are being managed and proactively communicated to know if there's discontent or some decision has been made that will impact the project. A stakeholder might be working on multiple projects, which means they're not going to have the same closeness to the project as you. But that doesn't mean they're not getting other information about your project from other sources. You don't want them to be subject to gossip or get incorrect information that might sway their opinions in the project. If they do assume or get misinformation, this has to be rectified immediately. Sometimes they might not want to hear that truth, but better it comes from you so you can control and manage it. If your stakeholders aren't satisfied with the results of a project, you've failed. Therefore, in order to successfully complete a project, it's essential to gain a clear understanding of who your stakeholders are, what their expectations are, and what motivates them. This process is called stakeholder analysis. For a detailed description of stakeholder analysis, please visit our projectmanagementcompanion.com page. Communication is key to stakeholder analysis because stakeholders must buy into and approve the project, and this can only be done with timely information and visibility into the project. A good place to start figuring out who the stakeholders are is by reviewing the project charter, which documents the reason for the project and appoints the project manager. Among the information about objects, budget, schedule, assumptions and constraints, project sponsor and top management, this is how the stakeholders can be discerned. Stakeholders are also crucial for delivering the resources needed to get the project done right. When there are good communications between a stakeholder and a project manager, then the stakeholder can help deliver the people, tools and other resources necessary to get the project done. Finally, with the information created in the stakeholder map, figure out how to engage stakeholders. This is the process by which stakeholders are won over, get their understanding, and support to help fuel the project, putting it on the right course. This leads to a communication plan that outlines the channel and frequency of communications between you and each stakeholder. To summarize all the lessons learned and put them into practice, follow these 5 steps to make sure all the bases in the stakeholder management plan are covered. 1. List your stakeholders. 2. Prioritize your stakeholders. 3. Interview your stakeholders. 4. Develop your matrix. 5. Set and manage expectations. Stakeholders play a key role in making a project happen. They believe in the project and are devoting time, money and resources to the project. Without proper management, they can make things extremely clunky with a lot of messy red tape along the way. This is achieved by keeping an open line of communication, which is the most important step to a good stakeholder management plan. Let us know your thoughts and how you manage stakeholders within projects. All the very best with your project management journey.